Hello students, I am SB Bhambre teacher, RBH Vidyalaya Malegaon camp. The Science and Technology Part 2, Chapter number 7, Energy Flow in an Ecosystem. In this chapter, you have studied the point is food chain and food web, energy of pyramid, and third point biogeochemical cycle. Looking back, what is meant by ecosystem? Ecosystem, the biotic and abiotic factor and their mutual interaction form an ecosystem. Second question, which are the different type of ecosystem? There are two type of ecosystem, terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. Third question, how do interaction take place between biotic and abiotic factor of an ecosystem? The answer is every living organism requires specific biotic factor for its survival. The type of soil, quality of light, temperature, humidity, etc. are some of the biotic factors that affect biotic factor. In any ecosystem, every living organism play a specific role with respect to other factor. The first point in this chapter, energy flow in an ecosystem. Student, you have learned the classification of living organism according to the mode of nutrition into producer, consumer, separators and decomposer. Producer means स्वयंपोषी, consumer means परपोषी, सेपरेटर्स म्हणजे मृतोपजीवी and decompose म्हणजे विघटक. This is a living organisms. In this organism is a various trophic level in ecosystem is given below. Trophic level. The trophic level first is a primary consumer. Type is a herbivorous. Depend on producer Ectotopus. Example, grasshoppers, squirrel and elephant, etc. Second is a secondary consumer. Type is a carnivorous. Depend on herbivorous for food. For example, frog, owl, fox, etc. Third trophic level, approach of top consumer. Types, carnivorous, depend on herbivorous for their food. Example, tiger, lion, etc. No other animal feed on apex consumers. Fourth trophic level, omnivorous. Depend upon produce and secondary consumer. For example, human, bear, sparrow, etc. The next point is the food chain and food web. Student, observe the figure in your book 7.1 and explain the relationship between the components. In this picture, above show the food chain. The producer is a grass. The grasshopper is a primary consumer who feed on the grass. Frog is a devours grasshopper and hence is a secondary consumer. Snake is a tertiary consumer while the hawk, the bird of apex consumer killing the snake. Mushroom and bacteria are decomposer in this food chain. The food chain can be selected as follow: solar energy, grass, grasshoppers, frog, snake, hawk, decomposer, mushroom, and bacteria. Definition is a food chain and food web. The definition is food chain. Feeding relationship among producer, consumer, and saprotrophers in an ecosystem is called as food chain. The feeding relationship among the producer, consumers, and saprotrophers in an ecosystem is called as food chain. In the food chain consists 4, 5 or more link. म्हणजेच उत्पादक, भक्षक आणि मृत्युपजीवी यांच्यामध्ये कायम आंतरक्रिया सुरू असतात. या आंतरक्रियेचा एक क्रम असतो, त्याला अन्न साखळी असे म्हणतात. प्रत्येक साखळीत अशा 4 व 5 हून अधिक कड्या असतात. फूड वेब आर interconnected food chain in an ecosystem. एखाद्या परिस्थितीत अशा परस्परांशी जोडलेल्या अनेक अन्न साखळ्यांचा समावेश असतो. त्यातून हे अन्नजाळे तयार होत असतात. You students use your brain power. Explain the food chain and various ecosystem which you have studied in last year. First food chain ecosystem. Grain, rat, snake, hoppers. Grain is a producer, rat is a primary consumer, snake is a secondary consumer, and hawk is a apex carnivorous. Second food chain, plant plankton is a producer. Small fish is a primary consumer. Big fish is a secondary consumer, and bird is a carnivorous. Is a kingfisher. Third food chain, grass, goat, tiger. Grass is a producer, goat is a primary consumer, and tiger is a secondary consumer. Fourth food chain is a fruit, is a producer. Monkey is a primary consumer and crocodile is a secondary consumers.